100 miles an hour, switching lanes in my lane. See my name.
What are you doing?
I was catching the vibe, you hear me?
What are we doing, Sauce?
We're gonna pick up Big Red.
We're getting close, man. Getting close.
I'm driving a rest.
No, you're not. We're on the way to pick up my car. It's finally done. We're kind of running late. I'm still in my work clothes. I have to get off work at 6 today. And I'm gonna go see how this thing looks. He wouldn't show it to me because he wanted me to see it in person. But we're literally pulling up right now. Here. You know when that Prius thing.
My shooter, baby, you know what I'm saying?
Where is it? Oh shit! That's my babe. My boys. Damn.
I love such shit.
I'm gonna wait to put that splitter back on. Wait, hold on, look at that. Woohoo! Where did you call him?
Yo.
Alright guys, so I already showed you part of the car, which I wasn't supposed to. I wanted to make like a video of like a reveal, but as you can see, I'm standing right in front of it now. But before we start this part of the video and get into details, I'm gonna roll back a few videos of me actually building this car, because we have a lot of new people on the channel. A lot of people don't know what this car is or how it started and what it's now. So let's play that video first, we'll roll that, and we'll come back and we'll start this video. So here she is. So most of you guys recognize where the spot is. This is the same spot where I recorded my first one that I had, the silver one. Same exact location. I hope that water noise isn't too loud and I'm getting wet from these sprinklers. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've already posted pictures of the car before I put this video up. And it's probably gonna be like a week late by the time I edit it and put it together. But in today's video, of course, I'm gonna go through the car, tell you guys how this all happened. We have a lot of new people on the channel, a lot of new subs. So most of you guys don't know what this is and how it came together, but we'll try to go through that today. I'm probably gonna make a separate video for expenses, how much this car costed me and stuff, but we'll try to go through whatever we can tonight before it gets dark. It's probably gonna get dark in about an hour. It's 8 o'clock right now. So let's go ahead and go through it. I'm probably gonna move it out the water so it doesn't get soaked. I just got a car wash and we'll start this video. All right, so I had to move locations because the sprinklers turned on my side where I was recording and the car got soaked. But we're gonna go through the car from the outside real quick. It's kind of really the same thing that I had in my old one, but like I said, we got a lot of new people on here. So so I'm pretty sure they're wanting to know what's going on. So we'll start off with the front, go through the sides, the suspension, the wheel setup. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. Then I'll show you guys the interior, and then we'll take it for a spin. All right, so starting off with the front of the car, the biggest difference you'll see is the hood compared to my old one. This here is a Viper style hood that's made by BMC Customs. The old hood I got was from my Mirror hood. This one looks a lot better, and the fitment especially, I mean, this video is not sponsored by anyway, the fitment on this was like almost perfect. So you can see the gaps. Compared to the old one was like really high from here, had a bigger gap on this side than the other side. This one needed really minimum work, and came out really good. So this is a Viper style hood. It has a 6 scoops instead of the 2 scoops that I had in my old one, because that one was like a Challenger style one. This one even has, like, if you pay attention to the side, the scoops is so much higher, so you have a lot more clearance for the supercharger. It's not rubbing on it or touching on it at all. But yeah, I really like that hood. It was worth the wait. I think I waited like 3 or 4 months for that. That was like the biggest delay. And then moving on to the bumper, this is the same bumper I had in my old one. For those who don't know, this over here is a 300S appearance style bumper, and they sell these at the dealer. They're like $575, and of course you have to buy all these pieces separately, but completely the whole bumper will cost you around $1,000. Everything is OEM except the splitter, which I bought from eBay for like $200. The grill's from the dealer. These lower bezels are from the dealer. These things over here are called fog light delete covers because, of course, Hellcats, Redeyes, Demons, and all that, they don't have fog lights because inside of here you have like these radiators that need to be cooled down, and these things work perfect because they have holes in them so air can flow through. I wanted to put fog lights on. Don't get me wrong, the fog lights look really nice on the 300 because they have like the dual setup, the LED with the light on top of it. I just didn't want to have any airflow restrictions and then have any problems in the long run. And then this over here is pretty cool. It's off a charger. We took it off and put it on here. Then we added like a little red dot to, of course, it's a Redeye, so we had to put that on there. And one last thing, the headlights. These are OEM headlights off a regular 300S. These are HID, they're not halogens. And they also have this signature daytime running light in here, which turns on when you turn the car on. But everything is wired up, everything works, with no issues. Now moving on to the front suspension. This front suspension and the rear suspension are off a charger. They are off a Hellcat, of course. They got the Brembos, 6-piston Brembos in the front, and then you got the 4-piston Brembos in the back. These Brembos were originally black, but black is just really dull and just plain. So we had these powder coated to like this fire orange color. It kind of looks red, but it really looks more of an orange, especially in the sunlight. And then we tried to make the same theme on the new Chargers because they say SRT instead of Brembo. I don't know if you can see that, but we had these 3D cut and stickered on all 4 of the Brembos. The front wheels, a lot of people have been asking about the wheel setup. These are off eBay. These are replicas, Hellcat 5 spokes. The front are 9.5, the back are 11s because I got a wider tire on the back. And we went with the factory tire, the Pirelli tire. These are 275s. Where's the tag? 275 40/20s. So we kept those. And then in the back, like I said, these are 20 by 11s because I'm on a 305, I forgot what tire size these are. 305, 35/20. These are Mickey Thompson's ET Street SS's. These used to hook really good on my old car. This car's making a little bit more power, so it's not doing as good. So I probably have to go on a different tire setup to have more traction. But for now, until I wear these out, I'll probably change them soon. All right, now moving on to the back of the car. Nothing really special except one thing, which I'll show you right now. But before I forget, the reason why you see no decals on it, no badges, Redeye badges or SRT badges, is not because I don't have them. I do have them, but we got a completely fresh paint job done on this car, and we want to paint correct it and make sure everything's perfect on it before we install the badges. You know, it's like a final step. But for the back, the only thing that's really different on this one is the exhaust tips. So of course you have to replace this lower diffuser. You can get this off the dealer as well. It's like $87 or 90 bucks, which is pretty cheap. And then you can have these custom exhaust outlets on whatever car you're putting them on. So these are 5-inch carbon exhaust tips from Carbon. That's who makes them. These took forever to come in because they were on back order. They sell them in the stainless steel color, or you can get them in black. The reason why I didn't get black is because the diffuser is black. I didn't want it to kind of hide in with the exhaust tips. So those look pretty cool. They cover up most of the space that you're gonna have, like, you know, right over here, and they look really clean, and not a bad investment if you are planning to keep the car. So we have the SRT style splitter, which I got painted. On my old one, I kept it black, but on this one, I did it the same color as the car. We are also gonna do the roof in black, so it's gonna look really nice when it's done. And the tail lights, these are LED tail lights, as well as the LED side markers. We got the same thing going on in the front, but I think for the front, you gotta start the car. Yeah, those are, you can get them off eBay as well. They're like 60 bucks for the set. Do another startup. Alright, so that's really it for the outside. If I did miss anything, just leave a comment and I'll reply back to you on that. So go ahead and get it started. It's getting really cold out. Now I want to show you something. So we shut it off, let it reset itself. And start it back, you should see the Redeye on there. Pretty cool. All right, so moving on to the interior of the car, where there's a lot of talk about, a lot of custom things that I did in here. We'll get to that in a minute. But starting off over here, of course, we had to go with the airbag, the lights in red. You could get it in red or white. The red kind of matched the theme of the car better, so we went with that one. Of course, we had to get the Demon style steering wheel, Alcantara with the white stitching. Same steering wheel I had on my older car. And then for the cluster, this pops up the most, and a lot of people ask about it, why it goes up to 340. That's because I couldn't find one that goes up to 220 like the regular Redeyes do. So I bought this, it's just a template, the top piece of this, you can replace it. And I'll put that on there until I actually get one. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It doesn't really bother me, although it's in kilometers, so you have to kind of go off this speed over here. But like I said, this one over here, you have to replace the bezel, you have to replace this outside piece to make it fit. We'll go through like a detailed video of that, or you can just watch my older videos of the builds and you'll see exactly how I do all this. So I don't want to bore you guys out with the same things I talk about in the older ones. And the interior, everything in here is suede. So I don't know if the camera is gonna catch it, but the headliner is suede. I had this old done custom at a upholstery shop. Sun visors, these A-pillar trims, you can see that a little bit better. The B pillars over here, as well as the back C pillars, they're all done at suede, good material, and it just gives it a little bit of a cleaner look, and it looks a lot better than just a regular cheap old carpet stuff they have in there. The seat belts were done at Safety Restore. These were originally black, but of course we had to get those done since we're at it. These here are called Fire Red, and they look really nice. It's the factory style seat belts from Mopar are more of like a maroon color. They're kind of darker, but I wanted these style because they're a little bit lighter and they kind of give the interior a bigger pop. The seats here are the suede and Alcantara, so these kind of match with the headliner, and they got your leather on the outside. They are heated and vented, which is a must. Got the heated steering wheel. We'll move on to the radio in a second. So when I did the build, I had to get the panoramic sunroof. Now when I was looking for the donor, that was like a must option, and it looks pretty cool. The only thing that's not suede in here is a shade, because that was a little more complicated to do. So I just left it the way it is. I mean, it's always open, so no one's gonna really look at it. And then of course, the sunroof opens up all the way, or at least just this first part of it. So that's it. And now the radio, we'll start off with the drive modes. For some reason, this radio is not reading the horsepower over here. At first it was bothering me, but then I'm like, you know, that's pretty cool. It just reads red instead of 797. And then you can go through your modes, your custom modes, sport, your track, and all that. And then factory on track, when you turn that on, I don't know if you can hear it, the fan's going full speed and the traction turns off. Put it back in auto, and then you're back in regular mode. Valet, if you drop this car off, you know, and have someone valet it, which I never would, you can set your code there and give them the key. And then I already told you guys about the heated and vented seats. And this one has pretty cool options. It has a chiller mode. So if you click this button, I don't want to do that now because I'm using the AC. It will turn off the AC in the car, and it will suck the AC to the supercharger to cool it down, because a supercharger is cool, it gives out more power. When it's heat soaked, it's not that good. And then you have active line lock, or from a push of a button. Let's see if it does it. See there? you apply the brake all the way, and then that's what's gonna stay over there. And then you just do a burnout. It locks up the front wheels and you can burn the tires out. But other than that, moving on to the center console, I wanted to keep the 300 theme in here. I didn't want it to make it look like a Challenger or a Charger. So I rewired the shifter to the 300 one. It's really easy. Go watch the older videos. I'll show you guys how to do that. And then everything works. So you got your camera that turns on in reverse. And then that's it. So that one, I wanted to keep it just like that. I had the same thing on my silver one. And then the rear seats, really not a lot going on there. We got the seat belts in red, and then the suede seats with the leather. And then now we'll pop the hood open and show you guys what's under the hood. Yeah, it's getting really windy. Well, there you go. So how you could tell if a Redeye motor is really a Redeye motor instead of someone just throwing a badge on there and then faking the supercharger. The Redeye motor is red. So if you zoom in there, see how the block is red? Alright, so now we'll do a quick exhaust rev, show you guys how the exhaust sounds. It sounds really good. I do have a catless setup on here, so I don't got any cats. I just got like straight pipes, and it's not too loud. I thought it was gonna be like really obnoxious when I first did it, but it sounds just like perfect. It has a nice really rumble to it when you're getting on the gas, but when you're cruising, it's not too annoying. So now we'll go on a quick spin. I'll show you guys how this thing handles. This thing's a complete monster. Although I'm on slicks, it doesn't hold to the floor. It's regular auto right now, so I'll show you that even in auto, I could break the wheels. Supercharger is extremely loud. I'll tell you guys what I got done to the motor in a minute. Stupid fast. Let me get on the open street and I could give it some more gas. Traction light starts flashing. It does a hook. I mean, the power that it's making, and these tires are horrible. And then see how it flashes fast? On the outside it's flashing normal, but on the inside it's flashing fast because for some reason it thinks that the lights are out, although I wired them. Just like, I guess, like a sensor or some kind of bad signal is giving to the car, but the old one had the same problem, so it's not really a big issue. Now I'll turn it up, put it in track, and then we'll do it that way. So downshift it. Inside the car with the windows all shut and the supercharger just screaming. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but it has like this small little rattle noise to it. I don't know if it's from like one of the exhaust clamps that are loose, but I gotta check that out. Put it back in auto. these guys probably gonna try to race me, but the motor is not stock. The motor has been done and built and stuff by Liver Noise. What I got done to it so far, I really didn't want to speak on it because I have a lot of competition that watches my videos, but I'm on an upper and lower pulley. That's like a must when you have these Hellcats and Redeyes. I'm on E85, which helps out a lot. I did port the snow, and I'm like catless. So with all those mods, you're looking at maybe somewhere close to 900 to the wheels. It's not the fastest, but I think it's the safest mod or safest power band you could go to without breaking stuff. I do drive this car a lot, so I didn't want to go too crazy where I'm into it every single day and I got to fix something. So that's why I went with what I went with. Now, before we stop the video and wrap it up, I want to put the camera somewhere where I could film from the outside while I'm driving by, and I know an exact spot to do it. On this side because it's a straight path, and I could do like a flyby. Hopefully the camera doesn't tilt over. So one last one, I'm gonna set up the camera behind the car, and then I'm gonna zoom out and then see how it looks. So see, that was with traction on, and look what it does. Oh, that's fun. But that's really it. It's getting cold. Alright, so just right on time, my battery is like on 2%, so it's about to die any second now. But that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna make another video soon when the sun's out. It's gonna look a lot better. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the car and how it looks now. Finally, after 8 long months of waiting and trial and error, we got the car done and it's ready to be enjoyed for the summer. So thanks for watching. I thank everyone for the support and the love, and I'll see you guys back on the next one.